Okay, so in today's video about JasmyCoin, I want to check out the recent move down right in here and answer a very important question, and it's this. Right now, is it time to buy Jasmy, or we should actually sell our Jasmy as fast as possible? So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you are having a great time with your family and loved ones, and let's just dive in and see what is going on. If you remember the last time that we talked about JasmyCoin, we were somewhere around these areas, and I was saying if you want to say that the bottom is in right in here, then okay, we must say this is a 1, this is a 2, and we can, I guess, argue this is a wave 3, but I said, look, we need to have a corrective movement for 4, and then after it, another move up into wave 5, and at that point, I guess we can be bullish with a bit more confidence. And what happened? Definitely not this scenario. Instead, we got a straight move down, and in it, we actually took all these lows. Now, in terms of classic TA, this actually makes perfect sense. Why is that? This is a very important support area, and in here we went under the region. Followed by that, you can argue this was a simple pullback phase, and then unfortunately we got a continuation of the move down. So again, this is not a good sign. However, it doesn't mean that we are going to go straight down in Jasmy. No. Why is that? Because under this region, we are also having another unbelievably important support area, which is from weekly and daily time frame at the same time between, let's say, 2.3 to about 2.45 cents. Now, in my opinion, this can actually be the make it or break it level, because if we get a break of this thing at that point, I'm not really going to remain optimistic in Jasmy. But if we get a bounce back from this area and, for example, do something like this, set one more low and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up in order to especially go back above this level, that actually can be a fantastic sign in Jasmy, suggesting that the bottom is in. So again, I want to be very clear. This doesn't mean that from here we are going to 100% get a move on the upside. No, we can do this, but there is no certainty in any market. There are only probabilities. So I need you to be open to the possibility of having one more lower low in JasmyCoin, and then after, I'm hoping that we get the move up that we all expect. Now, about what is happening in here for the last couple of weeks, you see, I still stand by what I said. I'm thinking this is actually a correction structure, and if you are interested in classic patterns, I don't know if you like them, but if you do, I guess, yep, this can actually be a wedge structure. There we go. There's our higher line, and this is the lower line right in here. Now, this wedge at the moment is not confirmed yet. When will it get confirmed? When we get a break of the upper line, do something like this, and then pull back and a continuation of the move up. So again, this can be a bullish sign, but once more, it's not enough, and it doesn't suggest that from here we're gonna get a move up. Now, what is, in my opinion, going to be a better sign in Jasmy is actually indicators. Let's go on H4 time frame. Okay, excuse me. There we go. What's happening in MACD and stock RSI? Okay, in a stock RSI, we are having a buy signal in here, but because we are in H4 time frame, this doesn't really matter a whole lot. I need you to pay attention to what is happening in MACD, and let's just actually do this. Okay, what do we have on the live chart? A series of lower highs and lower lows. However, in MACD, what is going on? These are a series of higher highs and high lows. So this means that between MACD and the live chart, we are having a bullish divergence in JasmyCoin in H4 time frame, which is a great sign, suggesting, this is important, bears are running out of power. You see, a bullish divergence doesn't really say that from this exact point we are going to get a very strong bounce back. No, a bullish divergence just suggests that this move down is actually running out of power, and soon we can actually expect a move on the upside. And once more, the shape of that move for me is really important. If we're gonna have a correction structure and do something like this, okay, that's not a good sign. On the other hand, if we get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up, okay, that's a very different story, and this pullback actually can be a decent buy opportunity for you. For me, I believe I said it in the previous video, I opened a long position right around this area, and I said I am actually waiting for the price to go down, and at that point, somewhere around 2.4 cents, I'm going to open my second long position. and right in here at this candlestick, my second order actually got activated. So I am now full long in JasmyCoin, and now it's just waiting time, and I'm going to wait and see what's going to happen in here. And I think I talked about this before. My stop loss is actually going to be under the lowest low down here around 1.6 cents. Let's say it's about 1.5 cents, and my target, the bare minimum one, is going to be somewhere around the highest high in this region, about, let's say, 6 cents. So I'm going to have about, let's say, a 1 cent stop loss. However, my target is actually going to be higher than 3 cents. So this means basically I'm going to have a risk to reward ratio of about 1 to 3, which for me is great. That's why I took this long position. And here is my final argument for why I believe the current move down most likely is a correction structure. You see, JasmyCoin does actually have a habit of having something like this, a wedge structure, and then after it, a big move on the upside. You just have to look at this move on the downside right in here, and let's actually copy the fractals. Excuse me, what just happened? There we go. Let's copy the fractals from here to about here. There we go. Let's do this. Okay, let's put this thing right in here. So as you can see, the moves are actually kind of similar, and we are having something like this for our final move down. Very quick move, consolidation, one more move on the downside, and then odds are this is going to probably be our final bottom in Jasmy, or we can say we are extremely close to our final bottom. Nonetheless, the point that I'm trying to make is this. For me, right around the current price action makes perfect sense to go long in Jasmy, because number one, I believe when you compare this move down to this one on the upside, you realize that there's a good chance we are dealing with a correction structure. And number two, the risk to reward ratios in here, personally for me, makes absolute perfect sense. So what should I do right now? Not a whole lot. I'm just waiting and see, are we going to get the bounce back that I expect or not? And especially, I do not really want to see JasmyCoin getting a break of this thing, meaning we go under here, do a pullback, and then a continuation of the move down, because under here, we're not really having a whole lot of strong supports, and odds are if we're gonna do this, who knows, we might even continue our move down in order to take all these lows right in here. But again, for now, since we're not there yet, I don't really believe that we should be talking about it. Let's be optimistic and see what the future holds for us. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in JasmyCoin's chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.